Hi, Victor. Sounds like the first step is the general classification of the document, understanding its topics and summarizing it. What can you tell us about those steps?
Yeah, you're right. That is obviously the first set of steps, more or less, that you would want to do because you kind of want to get a general understanding of the document. Really, the idea of classification and pulling out topics and summarizing all of this, the first two, the classification and extracting topics, is largely based on generally a manual effort where you're going to have to do quite a bit of labeling and understanding of other documents and how they're classified, whether it's an agreement or whether it's a lawsuit or whether it's a decision or any other legal document that could be. And you kind of need those labeled. That will help you classify documents because you can then feed those into an AI system that says, based on a bunch of characteristics that I'm getting at, and that's also why you want to enhance your understanding of things with metadata and with tables. So based on these characteristics of the document or the content, I know that this is typically a lawsuit style of thing, or this is a rental dispute, that kind of document. So again, it's supervised machine learning and requires quite a lot of labeling, and that's probably why there aren't so many companies that do this. It's because you have to get very good at the labeling and the pre-processing in order to have a good AI model here. It often requires deep learning. Summaries are slightly different. Summaries, let's say now you take all the input of your NLP and you're going to want to understand it. So that actually necessitates a little bit of NLU. If you're going to extract, it's simpler because you're just pulling specific pieces of text that there's some weight to. Whereas if you're going to abstract, then your program is necessarily going to have to understand the totality of the content. By understanding the totality of the content, it can abstract its understanding back to you as a summary. So yeah, I mean, again, you can obviously guess at why classification topics and summaries are on a high level, like some of the more important things to know about the document immediately, because that can also, in a world like ours with our programs, that can start dictating which of the down the stream AI models you're going to use, because you're not going to make an AI model to pull out the clauses in the same way or the articles in the same way for all types of documents, because they'll be different.
I remember you mentioning that we can extract and digitize tables from documents too.